Welcome to our Map Out the Week Mindset Call of the Week. I'm making this call with the purpose of helping every single person that has an online business be able to be a little bit more effective and more productive in their week. And also our teammates, people that trade with us, the people that do business with us, the people that support us so much. We want to make this call out for you guys. So I'm making this first Map Out the Week call today on Monday. Originally, my plan was Sunday with this call. And I'll go into a little bit of why, we didn't do it yesterday. But just to go over a little bit about myself for the people that are watching this for the first time on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever it is that you're watching, because I'm going to promote it on different platforms. I want to just thank you for watching this video. I know that, you can be doing anything in the world, but you happen to, stop into a video like this and, run into it. And, I hope that it shifts your life, like it has for me, to listen to this information frequently, often, so that I can make it a big part of my life. And that's how I've been able to build my life and my career, and soon to have a legacy, because I know that you got to work for those things, and you don't actually have a legacy until you actually leave this earth and transition into the next life. So those are things that, I like sharing with people. But like I said, a little bit about myself. My name is Isaiah. I'm 30 years of age. And I'm also living in Denver, Colorado at this current moment. A little bit about what I do. I trade foreign currencies, and I also help other people online become a better business builder, because there are a lot of different programs, a lot of different things out there that will help a person learn and be effective. However, we need a performance coach, and we need a person that's going to hold us accountable at every given moment, because when you're doing business like this, you have to understand that you're stepping into the quantum field. And when you're stepping into the quantum field, it's a little bit different. It's a different ball game. So that's why I have these calls for our teammates and for anybody that cares to listen. I want to thank you guys for watching and listening into this. So what I'm going to be talking about today is clear and exact thinking. It's very important that we think and clear patterns, because a lot of the times we just think different things, right? We start saying different things. Like, for instance, if I get on this video and start just ranting about like whatever, that could be useful if somebody has about an hour, 2 hours to spend with me. That's why I don't, share too much on these videos anymore. We have programs set up. We have, different sessions set up to where I do give you an hour of my time. If I need more, then I give you more. But that's how I have it set up now, because I think that that's what's most effective. That's what's helped me in my life, not cramming in all this information, but taking bits and pieces and working with them step by step. That's why I realized that coaching is one of the most effective ways of actually helping someone to build their business. And then you can incorporate a program, because programs are for after. Once you start getting past stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, then you can probably get into a program and just learn it on your own. But if you have never done this type of work before, this is where you want to work with a coach first, then do that. See, somebody like myself coming in, I can work with those programs because I know how to make it mine. And that's what I want to share with these calls. I want to help you guys make this yours. That way you can take it and be able to create your story and be able to become a business that, can go everywhere with you. Whether it's here in this United States or whether it's somewhere else in the world, you can operate business from your tablet, your computer, your phone. So that's the wonderful thing about this. That's why I want you guys to, again, clearly define your goals. That's going to bring clear and exact thinking. That's going to help you make decisions better, okay? And better meaning you're going to put perspective behind it. You're going to say, look, this is what I've done before. That has not worked. I'm going to give this a shot, because this has to work. Because if I don't do nothing different, nothing's ever going to change in my life. And I promise you guys, that's when everything started changing in my life, which is why I have these calls, which is why I share this with you guys. Not because I want the recognition or the fan base. Well, I guess you do want the fan base, because like Steve Harvey was saying in one of his podcasts, he said, if I were to have as much followers as Kim Kardashian, I probably wouldn't have to do this right now. But I'm doing this. Why? Because I also believe that providing value for people that are up and coming in this business is very, very important. And that's why I share this with you guys. So the first law, I'm going to get into talking a little bit about the law, the lost hidden laws of the universe. One of them, I'm going to talk about them today. I'm going to talk about the book of Judges. It's a book I've been studying over the weekend and over the course of the last few weeks. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. I won't keep you guys too long. I'll probably make it another 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, and then I'll wrap up the call. I just wanted to introduce my topic, and I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about what's happening, how we're, conquering these levels, and, something that hopefully feeds your spirit, other than the notes that I took about this call. So I'm always trying to provide value as much as possible, and I hope that this can get to your heart, and you be able to open your heart and be able to receive it so that you can make joyful situations out of your life and be able to make the most out of everything that God has already given you. So the first law is going to go over where, obviously the first law is the law of thinking. And I want to start by saying, where does your thinking take you? Think about what you can turn. So think about what you can turn into better, right? Think about your yearly income. Why can't you turn it into a monthly income? That's part of the law of thinking, right? When I start thinking clearly, you start asking yourself, why can't I make my yearly income monthly? You might say, because I have a job, because I don't have this, I don't have that. Those are not actual truths. The truth is because we haven't wanted to make more. We have to understand that wanting more is not a sin. Wanting more because you want to prove it to others, yes. But wanting more for yourself so that you can progress in life, that's never been a sin anywhere in the Bible. And I want to help you guys make that clear in your life, because a lot of people think that money is the root of all evil. Money is bad, all these different things. Money is just an energy. Money just defines who you are. Money is a direct magnet of who you're going to be. See, money should, in fact, be your humble servant. It should be something that they use as a commodity, so you can share with others, so that you can bless others, so you can bring more increase into other people's lives. That's what money should be for. It shouldn't be for class, legacy. See, that doesn't make money evil itself. That makes the person thinking about those things evil, right? Because they have evil thoughts, evil minds, right? We have to first put a perspective behind it in order for us to actually define it. So nothing's really bad. Like if I overeat cookies, it might get me, a bad habit, and it might give me a bad bloodstream. But if I eat a few cookies, that's not going to be bad for me, right? Money is not like cookies. See, cookies can actually mess up your life. They can actually mess up your life. They can actually mess up the way you think, the way you are. Why? Because your blood flow is not going to be flowing the same, because you have all kinds of sugar in your body, right? That's when you start thinking. See, the power of thinking. Again, the power of thinking. We're sticking to the power of thinking, right? When I eat something, why do I eat it? When I work out, why do I work out for so long? I'm not saying not to work out, right? But there's been healthy people without all these exercise programs in the past. I know there has. And I'm not saying anything about exercising, because what I'm saying is sometimes we try to hide behind our situations, right? Sometimes we try to say, well, I'm going to work out because that's my escape. The whole point behind this mindset and behind this class and behind these classes and behind these calls is so you don't have to escape from anything. That's why I designed my life this way. It wasn't so I can take a vacation. What the heck does that mean? I live on vacation every day, and I have for the past year and a half that I haven't worked a job. I feel like I've been on this most marvelous, magical journey to where I haven't needed a vacation. Now, if I would have felt that way, then I'm in the wrong industry again. I'm working a job. I'm not working for satisfaction, right? I'm working for satisfaction. The money comes in because of the service that I render. That's just the way it is. That's why I'm on these calls, because I owe it to you guys to be on a call because of the service that I'm rendering. That's how I collect the money. I don't work for money, right? I don't work for that. I work for you guys. That's why I developed these calls and design these calls this way, so that you guys can receive your weekly breakthroughs. And I know we all have them. So this week, what I want you to think a little bit more on is your weekly breakthroughs. Find those breakthroughs in your life. Start talking positive into your life. Why? Because when you start talking positive into your life, you start feeling the excitement. You start feeling the magic, and you start seeing things happen, right? Because before things become visible, this is a law, not the first law, but this is a law. And I'm going to go over the laws over the course of these Sunday calls. But the law of relativity, right? The law of polarity, right? The law that brings everything into existence, everything invisible turning into visible, right? That's always happening throughout our day. Before you got happy, you were feeling something else. Before you felt that, you were feeling something else. right? Before you receive change in your life, that was the actual proof that things were going to change in your life. However, you might have not liked the change. You may have not liked that you had to step into a different vibration, right? You may have not liked the fact that somebody challenged you, but think about after, if you were able to endure that challenge and not blow up on that person just because they challenged you, right? Because the people that are meant to be great are great people, right? And so are the people that are just wanting to be good or average. There's nothing wrong with them. However, if you defined your life as great and you want greatness to happen, then you have to act that part. That way life gives you exactly that, because life will give you exactly who you are. It won't give you anything more. It won't give you anything less. If I plant poison, it's going to give me poison. If I plant productivity, it's going to give me productivity. If I plant abundance, it's going to give me abundance. Now I have to give it perspective with the mind that God gave me. How many of us believe that we have a mind that's very intelligent that can help us do anything that we want? All we have to do is clearly define and write it down. Why do I say I? Why do I say I and? Because a lot of that is going to come from you writing it down. That's how you actually impress it on your body, and that's actually how it happens. At least for me, I've been following a lot of the advice that my mentors have been giving me, because this is what I say: if you paid for advice, why not listen to it? Are you just gonna just still keep doing your own thing? It clearly isn't working, and you got to ask yourself those things. That's where you have to be open and honest to say, look, what I'm doing is not working. But we have countless and I should say numbers of stories that people have tried this information and it's worked for them, like the science of getting rich, working with a coach and applying the science of getting rich, working with a coach and applying the Bible and learning that a little bit more. Why? Because that's why we're all put on this planet, right? I'm not saying for everybody to be like Isaiah or to be like a mentor like that, but what I'm saying is this: you all have that mentor inside of you. At least mentor you so that you can be in the best possible spot. I'm not saying for everybody to do this line of work. I'm also not saying for everybody to quit their job, because if that's your way of providing for your family, keep doing that. What I'm saying is improve the attitude so that you can get promoted where it is that you are, so that you can get a better outcome where it is that you are, right? Because we all deserve to be better, right? We all deserve to be in a better spot, right? So we must demand better of ourselves so that our second law of vibration, is able to come in and fill in all those gaps, right? Because how many of us have ever felt like we're in a gap and we can't close the gap? That's because we don't know we didn't know about these laws. I mean, at least for me, that's why it was. And for you, it might be the same thing, because if you're first being introduced to this call, you're like, what the heck is this guy talking about? Now you might make sense of it to where you're like, oh, that makes sense. I just thought that attraction was the only thing. But the law of vibration is actually very important, because that's going to help you vibrate in the right frequency to attract everything that you want. Because if you're mad and you're just wishing for things, and you're just going to get a bunch of garbage in your life, and that's what's going to happen. So the law of vibration, guys, the law of vibrations helps you attract what it is that you want. For instance, before this computer was in my possession, I first got to get through a situation that was very, very in front of our face. What do I mean by that? That was our Goliath. That was our Mount Everest. Like, we got all of our property stolen. And I say that to give God the glory, right? Because this stuff just came out of nowhere, right? Things just come out of nowhere. That's just how it happens. No, you design it. You first think about it. I first said, you know what? We're going to get our laptops back. And guess what happened? We got our laptops back. Now, the way may not be the way you want, but if it's the way, just take it, man. Stop being so extra about it, right? Control your vibration. That's all you can control, right? Somebody comes into your life, starts yapping about whatever. Shut them up. Hey, look, I'm focusing on this. I'm doing this right now. I'm doing this for our family. I'm doing this for the ones that I love. So I please respect. So I please ask that you respect my decision, right? Because I'm not in your life trying to tell you what to do. And if you are that person trying to tell other people what to do, stop doing that. That's not the intention of this call. This call so you can help yourself fix and fill all those gaps. Does that make sense? Every call that I make is so you can get closer to that gap, so that you can close it and be able to conquer it and be able to get on to the next gap. Because we all have different gaps throughout our life, and our life is filled with gaps, and our gaps are what make our millions of dollars that we're all looking for. Or millions of memories that we're looking for, or millions of experiences. Whatever it is that you're looking for, that's where it lies. Stimulate your mind less so that you're able to stay more focused on your vision and on your goal. Restrict your mind from random thoughts. Like, for instance, if I'm looking at the Sony speaker, why the heck do I care that it's Sony? It's not mine. I didn't make it, right? That's what I should be focused on if I'm in this line of work, right? Because I feel like, and I see this everywhere too as well, because I don't just feel things, because a lot of people are like, oh, I just feel that. Yeah, but you got to also observe. Use the power of observation and analytics. That's when you analyze. Like, is this worth talking about? Yes, because I see people wandering off in thought and just talking about blue rats, how much you like bang and blah, 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 blah. That's not paying you any money, man. Like, right? Like, I hear people giving advice everywhere, but they don't get paid for it. I get paid for giving advice. That's just the truth. So you want to look for somebody that's getting paid for what they do. You don't want to look for somebody that's just giving it out for free on YouTube. You don't know if they're getting paid for it. You also don't just want to be giving your time away to people that are part of a company and they're following that company mantra. Now, if you need a company mantra to make it feel like you want to work, then go be a part of their community, right? Well, all I'm saying is if you want to come to the winner side, you want to come with MindsetU. We teach you from the ground up, literally. So if you've been homeless and on the streets, we can teach you a recipe that will shift your life, not something that we think may work. No, this is stuff that's been proven in our lives. And we've been able to stick to the journey. And we've been able to stick to these laws, and these laws have helped us get to where it is that we are. Obviously, I had to say yes to my life a lot of times, not just one time, 2 times, 3 times. There's so many yeses that I've had over the course of my life that I was sharing with my wife the other day that have put me in this position. And that's why I'm able to share this with confidence and intelligence. That way you can receive it today, right? Because there's no better time to say yes to your life than there is today. Find time to work with a coach. Set aside some time, right? We all are busy. We all have bills to pay. We all have all these reasons we can give out, right? I have a baby boy that was just born, right? I'm still on these calls. I'm still giving you guys value. Mind you, it happened on Monday, but still, you still got your call. Everybody gets what they want, right? Everybody gets what they deserve. And that's what I want to help you guys understand. This is a lax business. Anybody that's trying to not bring it to you in a relaxed state, and they make you feel like, you need to do a lot, but then they tell you not to do a lot, and it's confusing to you, reach out to us. We want to help you. We have a lot of students coming in from different parts of the world and from different programs, just so we can help them map that information together and be able to create a legacy for their life as well, because we all deserve that, like I was sharing with you guys earlier in the call. So it's your life we are talking about. That's why you want to take this stuff serious, because at the end of the day, it's your life. I already crossed over to this side. This feels amazing, and I would want every single person to feel the same exact way. So a little bit about what we're going to talk about, to wrap up the call now, is the book of Judges, like I had mentioned to you guys. Your hidden joy. We all have a hidden joy that's beneath trauma, hurt, insecurity, all these things that we've been through that have caused us to put walls around our city, our heart, right? Why does it become hidden? Past traumas, hurts, failed experiences, negative colonies. So what I want to help you guys understand is that we have negative colonies in our brain. For instance, you did something that was, expressive to somebody, and that person shut you down. Guess what you feel? Guess what you failed to do the next time? The same exact action. Why? Because it wasn't right. What is right and wrong? Who taught you that? Right and wrong. What is right? Does this make it right that this cap is not on the bottle that it needs to be on? Or does it make it wrong? Does that make sense? Who made that up? Like, that's just the 3D realm. That's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe everything that you see is real. But what about when you cross over to the next life? You still can't see that. That's the part that I'm talking about. That's where your hidden joy lies. Because if you feel happy all the time, no matter what's happening, you have that hidden joy faculty. You have that Deborah spirit. So I want to give you guys a little bit of homework. Read Judges 5, 7 through 8, and then read verse 31. Okay? So read that entire chapter, right? But to highlight, read Judges 5, 7 through 8, and then read Judges 5, 31. That's what I'm talking about right now. Okay? This is what I got from the passage. Now, if you read the Bible and God gives you something else, that doesn't make it right or wrong. That just means that's your part for your life, right? That's what I love about the Bible, guys, and I like talking about it a little bit on Sundays because that's my call for everybody. So we can connect the spirituality, so we can connect all the mindset with business, life, and spirituality, because we all need a balance of that. If we're just doing too much mindset, then we're not getting enough spirituality done. And if we're getting too much mindset spirituality done, chances are we're not doing enough business calls. And if we're doing just too much business calls, you guys get the point. The law of relativity. You are what you become, and you become who you are. That's just the way it is. You got to learn more. You got to access more colonies so that you can replace those negative colonies. What I have learned is that if you are grateful for everything in your life, it starts taking shape that way. So I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys got on a call. I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys were able to receive value from this call. I'm so grateful and thankful now that your guys' this week is going to be super powerful, and you guys will be super motivated, and you guys are going to be super grateful about everything in your lives this week, and it's going to happen for you guys that much faster. I'm speaking that into your life, so if you believe that, take that and run with that this week. Life starts to take shape in the form of your gratitude. You get what you are grateful for, and you get taken away, and what gets taken away is what you're not grateful for. That's just a law. That's just a law of the universe. The way you truly want to live is really, really, really up to you and the way you think, and staying focused and not creating any negative colonies, not creating any negative thought colonies in your mind, by staying sharp, fresh, and in tune with what you need to be staying in tune with. When we look at prestigious leaders, iconic superstars, we come to understand one thing. The truly great players have a great sense of joy for what they do, and they love what they do, and they teach what they do. That is what I'm doing here with you guys. I love teaching mindset. I love sharing mindset with you guys. So if this video is resonating with you guys, I would appreciate that you guys share this video with somebody that also may need this, and be able to, empower ourselves as a community and as children of God to rise together and bring the joy and bring the fire to when it comes to attracting that money into your business, okay? A little bit about what verse 7 and 8 are going to talk about in Judges. How can we bring this story into the 21st century, right? So I want you guys to read it, but bring it into the 21st century, and God's going to elaborate that for you. And that's going to be the magical sequence that I'm talking about. That's going to be that factor that you're going to be like, how did I understand that? That was like unexplicable. Once you get comfortable with the unexplainable, the unexplicable, the unprecedented, you're able to do more with your life, because you're able to act with power instead of react to your life. We may have different gadgets, however, we react or we learn to act. Which one are you? That's why this call was made, to help you define that for you. Now, you don't have to go tell everybody that like I do, because that's just what I do. I've been doing this for about 9-10 years. So this is what I love to do. I'm not saying you're going to love to do the same thing, but what I'm saying is take this call, bring it into your life, and bring perspective into what it is that you're doing, so that you can become better at whatever it is that you're doing in this current moment in time. Learn that famine brings new leadership. So in this moment in time, don't get upset about what's happening with COVID. Figure out what business you're going to start, because most businesses have started on the foundation of a great recession. And that's what I want to share with you guys. Don't wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. You create the perfect time. The perfect moment is happening every single day in your life. In times like these, we rise and go after what is yours, okay? And everything is yours. You just have to say that to yourself, right? You don't want to like go after everything every single day, but you want to build a plan for everything to bring it into your life. That way you bring increase and flow into your life. God will choose new leaders when war comes to the city gates. This is what it actually talked about in the passage. And what I wanted to share with you guys is the city is your heart. Keep all this negative garbage away from your heart. Stop listening to the shows that don't bring you any value. Stop listening to those colonies of people's bad habits, right? Because you are who you surround yourself around. I know you guys know this law. Let's start putting it into practice. Leaders can be all of us through our thought waves. All of us can be leaders through our thought waves, because we all have a story that's impacted our life, and we can share that story over and over and over and over. And the beauty about what we do now is that we are surrounded by technology, and you can just share it on a video like this and get paid for helping other people shift their story and build their business from the ground up, or from wherever it is that they have their business starting off. I want to reference a student story, and I want to wrap it up with that.
And I want to share this story with you guys. Obviously, I'm not going to share the name of the student, but the student watching this is going to be able to understand what I'm talking about, as well as you guys, right? For the most part, I'm using this to bring context into everything. She actually experienced a very, very, very powerful dream to where one of her friends was experiencing a tragedy. And she was able to get up from her sleep and just know that something was happening. That is what I call thought recognition of the subconscious, right? She was sleeping, but her subconscious mind was operating. Her subconscious mind, because she knew her friend was in trouble. And that's what made her like just go to the phone and rush to the phone and be able to help her in that moment of distress. And she was having a nightmare about her friend, right? Flipping her car over, and sure enough, that's what was happening at that moment in time. So I want to help you guys understand the power of thought creation, right? And actually keeping the negativity away from the city wall, right? Which is your heart. Because that's how that happens. You think something malicious because out of the heart flow the issues of life. Everything that happens, good or bad in your life, happened because in your heart you built it and then you spoke it. And that's how anything happens, good or bad. We've been programmed to believe that these calls are hocus pocus and these calls don't believe. Right? That's what we've been conditioned to believe, that these calls, we should not believe these calls. That's what I wanted to share to add to that. We should not believe these calls. Why? Because you can't prove this because of the 3D world, right? That's why I wanted to share with you guys. Stop looking at everything so much in 3D for 1 second, just for 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and understand how magical it can be as well. Because I understand you need both worlds. You need 3D and quantum world, right? Because you need to start seeing as a human that things are shifting, right? But what we don't want to start making is excuses because all we see is problems. Well, that's happening because that's going to create cognitive distancing in your brain. If you're homeless out on the streets making a video, then just make a video where you are. Stop trying to look cool. Stop trying to go buy clothes from Ross, and stop trying to, be somebody you're not, because that's why it's not working. Be who you are, and the rest will come in, and I promise you it'll be amazing. I heard one of my mentors say this as well, to piggyback off of what I just said. If you build it, they will show up. If you build it, and if you turn your light on, keep your lights on, people will come and work business with you. All sorts of people. That's what this is all about. People want to get better, and people want to feel in community. They want support, just like me and you, right? That's just the way it is. So this is something that I wanted to highlight to end the call, and I thank you guys for watching this call to its entirety. I'm going to give you three tips to focus on this week, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But I wanted to read the passage with you guys before I wrap it up. So may all your enemies perish, Lord. So this is Deborah talking to God, right? So when you talk to God, you're allowed to talk to God this way, okay? Just so you know. That's how I read my Bible. I don't know how you read your Bible. This is how I read my Bible, okay? I put it into my personal context. Obviously, I bring it within season. Obviously, I've been doing this for quite some time, so don't just try to wake up and try to do that. That's like the videos that they used to have, guys, that were saying, like, don't try this at home. The same thing here, okay? Don't just try this at home because you might mess up your life. Like Kevin Hart said, you're trying something that a professional's been doing for 9-10 years for his entire life. You're going to go apply it to your life. Of course, it's not going to look so pleasing. Like, you don't know what the heck's going on. It's like if I feed a baby coffee, he doesn't know what the heck that is. He's just going to start crying all over the place. It's the same thing with you and me, right? When we're first introduced to something, we're like, oh, no, it's scary. I don't want to do it. That's what you should do, because that's how God is. That's how the Lord is, right? So let me conclude with this, right? Thank you guys for, being so patient and so thought energetic. You guys made it all the way to the end of the call. So may all your enemies perish, Lord, but may all who love you be like the sun when it rises in its strength. Then the land had peace for 40 years. Okay, so a lot of us would take that as like, I know that for me, I used to take that as like, wait, you could talk like that? Are you serious right now? And I realized I subconsciously picked that up. And with mentors that I've been able to work with, like Bob, like Alex, I've been able to marry them to the business and the physical side of life. And that's where you become really, really powerful with this information. And that's where I want you guys every single day, okay? Because I don't want you guys not reading the Bible, because a lot of these books that you guys are reading, they're on the Bible, guys. I know, it's good to read, right? But it's also good to make money. That's what I'm trying to share with you guys. Because if we're spending all of our days studying, when are we actually serving and attracting that money? that make sense? It's just not coming in. The importance of thought energy. What ideas come fixed into your mind will start to be clothed in the way you're picturing them. It may not look exactly how you're picturing them, but if you fear, you're going to have a fearful situation come up in your life. If you love, you're going to have a loving situation come into your life. If you want increase in the form of finances, guess what you're going to find? That. That's why I say, guys, find the balance for everything that you're doing. So this week, I want you guys to focus on feeling your focus, okay? Feel your focus. That's what I want you guys to focus on this week. Clarity, right? Clarity of thought. How have I been able to do that? By prior proper planning. That has prevented my piss poor performance. Those are my 7 P's. So write that down. Prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Those are my 7 P's of success. 2, be open and honest about where it is that you are. Like I just mentioned throughout this call, be honest about where it is that you are in your life. Really, really ask yourself and really tell yourself, look, yeah, well, nothing's changing, man. Because I remember when we were on the streets and I was still trying to reason with myself. I'm like, dude, you're in the streets. You're not collecting any money, bro. It has to be your fault. Because whose fault would it be? Yours? That you're not watching my videos? Me? No, it's mine. I'm not providing values. I'm not providing a consistent flow of videos. I'm not providing a consistent, YouTube channel that people can watch, which I appreciate you guys for following. So at the end of this video, I'd suggest that you guys hit the follow button so we can continue staying on for everybody that, finds value in these calls. The third thing, what do you plan on doing today to make your reality happen? What are you doing today to make your reality happen? Stop talking about tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it Tuesday. No, what are you going to do today to shift into that? Because you need to shift into that. You don't need just the information from the business. You don't need just my information. You need your information to match up with what we're sharing. And that's where you need to work together with your coach one-on-one and be able to map all these things out, which is why I'm excited for the people that made their investment to Mindset University this week, last week, and since we've started, because we understand the power that comes behind your investment and behind your hard work, your hard-earned effort, because you guys are giving all the effort in the world. And I know that you guys are in all walks of life. You guys are, doing different things. There's people we got that are on our team that are working. There's people on our team that are, just building the business itself. There's people on our business that are building the business and working full time. There's people that are on our business, that are nurses. There's people on our business that are stay-at-home moms or full-time moms, full-time lawyers, full-time everything. Because when you're a stay-at-home mom, you're a full-time everything. Believe me, guys, we have a little one and we have to attend to him. We have to be there for him. Mind you, he's really good for being, a week and a day old. Because a lot of babies that are that old, or that young, I should say, they cry all over the place. They're antsy. They're just feeling all types of things, which is why I'm also starting a parenting podcast series. We're going to obviously map that out a little bit more. That way we can include that into our programs that we do. But yeah, this is a business, guys. Psychology has not been more needed in this planet than ever before. So if you guys would like to, join our business, let us know. Message us either on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Find us. Obviously, we have a channel, Mindset University. You can find our videos here every Sunday or every Monday. We tend to be live every single time, but if not, we record a video and put it up for you guys. So I would love to see more of the live community come alive. Obviously, I've been planning for calls on Sundays. And I've been, really, really busy working on the one-on-ones. So I've been doing the best that I can to make these calls happen. So that's why I appreciate every single person that watched this to the end. Thank you guys for watching this. Remember, guys, train as much as you can, as often as you can. Okay? As often as you can. Train as much as you can. And always remember to be passionate about everything that you're doing in your life. And that's going to bring everything that you need and everything that you've ever wanted. I'm going to be rolling out this week's contest for our giveaway, okay? And last week's giveaway goes to Audra Moon, one of our students. She has been intelligently listening to our podcast for about 3 years now, and I wanted to give her a surprise gift because I do appreciate every single person that has invested their hard-earned money and their hard-earned time into this business, okay? So thank you, Audra Moon, for being our member of the week and our student of the week. We appreciate you. We love you, and we know that you're working extra, extra hard and we wanted to share that with you in monetary value, because we understand that we can share things with people in words and things that we have, but nothing better comes from something written and something given back, right? That's what I've been gifted with, the opportunity to give back to you guys. And if you guys would like to be a part of this wonderful community of individuals that have been able to broaden everybody's life, not only just mine, but everybody around their communities, come join us. It's time for you to receive what God has for you in your life. So thank you guys for watching this podcast to its entirety. Again, be posted on the post that I post this week so that you can be the winner for this week. And again, guys, as a disclosure, to be a winner, you must be on this team and you must be invested. I'm only invested back into the people that invest back into us. That's only fair, guys. And that's how I'm teaching every single one of our students to be. Don't invest in the people that are not going to invest their time and their value into you. Obviously, we're not perfect. Nobody is. Nobody's saying that. However, I do appreciate every single one of my teammates. And that's what I can do at this moment in time for them. And I'm going to continue growing on that. So if you want to grow with us, grow with us. If you don't want to grow with us, then grow with yourself. You still can get so much from these calls. So please keep following on YouTube. And we are going to do the best that we can to provide as much value and service for you guys every single step of the way. Thank you guys for watching this Monday's call for Mindset Map Out the Week call. Thank you guys so much. I wanted to thank you guys and appreciate you guys at the end, not in between. At the end, why? Because we want to save the best for last, guys. Thank you guys for being the best, and thank you guys for putting your best and always giving your minds the opportunity to learn and grow. God bless and take care, guys.